You got hurt, someone else was careless, and now there's a crumpled car sitting in a tow yard somewhere, slowly becoming evidence soup. Here's the thing most people don't know. That busted vehicle is basically a star witness, and if nobody protects it, it disappears faster than your appetite after seeing a hospital bill. When you hire an accident injury lawyer, one of the very first moves they make is sending something called a spoliation letter. Think of it like a legal do not touch sticky note slapped onto everything involved in your crash, and it goes out to the other driver's insurance company, their employer if a work vehicle was involved, and anyone else holding on to relevant property. Insurance companies have their own adjusters who want to inspect your vehicle too. But here's the twist, they're not on your team. Your lawyer coordinates timing so their inspection doesn't happen before yours, because once an insurer pokes around without proper oversight, key details can get quietly glossed over. Your attorney will typically hire an independent accident reconstructionist or mechanical engineer to examine the vehicle up close. These experts look at crush patterns, brake systems, airbag deployment data, and even the little black box inside modern cars that recorded exactly what the vehicle was doing in the seconds before impact. Yes, your car has a black box, and no, it's not just a spy movie thing. It's called an event data recorder, and it can store speed, braking force, steering input, and seatbelt status, which is basically a digital confession from the crash itself. The lawyer sends preservation notices fast because tow yards don't wait around for justice to catch up. After somewhere between 30 and 60 days, many yards will auction or crush a vehicle if storage fees go unpaid, so time is genuinely not your friend here. If a commercial truck was involved, the stakes get dramatically higher because trucking companies are legally required to keep maintenance logs, driver logs, and inspection records. Your lawyer will fire off preservation letters to the trucking company almost immediately, because those records have a funny habit of going missing right around the time a lawsuit gets filed. Sometimes the equipment itself tells the story more clearly than any eyewitness ever could. A defective tire, a broken taillight that was never fixed, or a steering component that failed. Physical evidence like that can shift the entire legal outcome from he said, she said, to well the machine said. Here's where people trip up. They assume the insurance company is handling everything, so they just let the car get towed and call it a day. But letting the insurer handle it sometimes means the vehicle gets quietly released, repaired, or scrapped before your expert ever gets within 10 feet of it. Your lawyer may also request a court order called a temporary restraining order if a party is threatening to destroy or move equipment before inspection can happen. It sounds dramatic, and honestly it is a little dramatic, but it works like a legal freeze on the physical evidence so nothing moves until everyone has had a fair look. Some cases involve rental cars, ride shares, construction machinery, or even e-scooters, and each one brings its own chain of ownership and insurance layers to untangle. Your attorney has to figure out who actually owns the equipment, who insured it, and who's responsible for maintaining it, because the answer is almost never as simple as it looks. What's wild is that the coordination between your lawyer and the various insurers isn't hostile the whole time. There are actually agreed inspection windows where both sides show up with their experts on the same day. Think of it like a very tense car show, where nobody is admiring the paint job. The photographs, measurements, and expert reports from that inspection become anchors for your entire case. Without them, you're left arguing feelings in a world that runs on documentation, and feelings don't tend to hold up well under cross-examination. The whole process teaches you something quietly important. Preparation before litigation is where cases are actually won or lost. By the time you're sitting across from an insurance company at a negotiation table, the vehicle inspection report is already either working for you or it isn't. So if you or someone you know has been injured in an accident, protecting the physical evidence early is one of the most powerful things you can do, and a good injury lawyer knows exactly how to make that happen. Want to learn more about how our team handles cases like yours? Check out the links in the description.